Hey Pokemon trainers, Galutrad here, letting you know that this is a extra special bonus episode. This is our spoiler-free thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA, our initial first thoughts. This type of episode is normally what our Patreon content, our ace trainers and above, receive, but we wanted to share this out with the entire Another Pokémon Podcast community. So this is just a little gift from us to y'all, and hope you enjoy.
Hey Ace Trainers, welcome back to a not normal episode of Another Pokemon Podcast, exclamation point, ellipses. This is our episode on our first initial thoughts on Pokemon ZA. Obviously, this is Becs. We also have, what's her name again, sir?
Galutrad.
Galutrad, right. The other guest host. And then we have a celebrity guest with us today, Aaron. Aaron, say hi.
Hi. I don't know if I'm a celebrity yet.
I watch your TikToks and I feel like you're a celebrity.
You've guested sort of pseudo-ly on Another Pokemon Podcast before. We've mentioned it several times. Anytime your name comes up, you did the picture for the Pokemon Swag TM87.
Yeah. Way more impressive than what I have done with my photography, for sure. No, Aaron, I consider you a celebrity. I religiously watch your TikToks and I keep up with your Pokemon quizzes and your fun facts when you deep dive into something that people may be wondering about, like in the Pokemon community, and your artwork that you do and your photography. You're more of a celebrity than we are, so round of applause, everybody.
She also just says celebrity for anything.
Yeah,
because she called me a celebrity.
You're a celebrity because you're
on her
co-host.
TikTok.
You're a co-host of Another Pokemon Podcast, and you're also the infamous Galutrad.
But I'm not a celebrity guest. I just am also on the show.
Who's really bad at Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
True.
Same as you.
No, I'm great.
We made that mistake. We're never making it again. We're gonna be talking about our thoughts on Legends ZA, spoiler free, of course.
Yes, yep, spoiler free.
When we're specifically, for those of you who have played it, or if you have not played it, we're going to be talking up to the part where you fight Mega Absol, because not only does that just feel like a good spot, but also Aaron.
Yeah, there's a reason Aaron's here. For this. Yeah.
Aaron, what do you in Pokemon ZA have?
I was invited by Nintendo to privately demo Pokemon Legends ZA before it released.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
One
day hope to be like you when we grow up.
I think you're older than me. I was invited by Nintendo. This was the first time I've ever been invited anywhere, so it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to be noticed by something I've been following and been a fan of for my short 32 years of life.
Right.
So they had reached out to me through email, and it was a day before I was about to travel to PAX West, and I was like, oh, they noticed me.
Love that. Senpai has noticed me.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just me and a few other creators. I mean, I'm not sure who was invited because there were like 3 different time slots I could have done this, but they had a bunch of food for us. Nothing too fancy, just like finger foods, coffee, tea, but free food is free food. And I love free food, even if it's bad.
Yeah. Free food is free food. No, that's true. But that's super cool that you got to experience the game and in an official way, being invited by the company that made the game. Yeah, no, it's super cool that you got to like participate in that officially, and you made a video on your experience over on YouTube.
Yes, I made a video on YouTube. If you want to stop listening to this,
pause our episode right now. Hey, you might need, honestly, if you haven't played the game, you might need to pause and go look at Aaron's demo on YouTube.
I just basically recapped my experience there and did some. Maybe it's not relevant now because the game is out, but I did some music comparisons from X and Y to Legends ZA and just like my basic thoughts and speculation before actually diving into things. And I don't think I was right about anything, but
No, it's okay. Neither were we with our mega evolution
I
designs.
don't know what you're talking about. I just caught a Mummy Sylveon yesterday.
Sure you
and
did.
I saw Mega Embor with a
a
cannon on
Yeah.
his back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's super cool.
It's
that
a
you
cool
got to do
perspective.
that.
Yeah. No, I just from first sitting down and playing it,
Mm-hmm.
I will say, it's a Legends game, right? So it's not a turn-based. You stop, you get the animation, you get the diddle-diddle-diddle, and then you go into the Pokemon battle, and it's very turn-based. This is the most not turn-based Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's even less turn-based than Legends Arceus because it doesn't. It's active battle.
I feel like it was hard to get used to, but once you get used to it, it does become a pretty comfortable experience for the most part. I still have a hard time remembering which arrows do what. Like when I go to switch Pokemon, I'm like, why is it not switching?
Oh,
and it's because I'm clicking the right side instead of I guess they're not arrows, they're the buttons, the letter buttons. But I'm not looking at my buttons when I'm playing. I'm looking at the screen. And so I've had a hard time with that. But other than that, I feel like it's pretty fluid.
Yeah, it took a little bit for the battle system to catch on in my brain, but once it did, and I got lucky because I think I got a decent exposure to it with Pikachu at the time, but then Raichu after we got it to evolve, where I figured out, all of the different attacks are on a timer. Obviously, there's no PP in this game, and so like really
Thank God.
The best, yeah, I know it'd be really tough if you had a limited amount of opportunities to use an attack per battle or per visit to the Pokemon Center. But so like, I worked out this plan with my Pikachu and Raichu where I would start the fight if they were not an electric type Pokemon, I would paralyze them, and then I'd hit X and then A and then B and then Y, and I would just literally just rotate around like that. And
so you strategized.
I like put the moves in order of time so that they would be active, and that's how I've been kind of doing it since figuring that out. Is like that's what made the most sense to me, is that I could just rotate my thumb around the buttons to be able to attack.
In the 100 plus hours I have played the game, I don't think I understand the battle system still.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you guys had a hard time. I know when I first started playing, I had a hard time paying attention to my Pokemon's HP because I was so focused on when I could attack again. But I think it's because I only had like tackle and growl.
Yeah.
So I was like waiting for that tackle button to like repopulate so I could use it.
That's true. It does feel a lot better when you have multiple buttons to hit.
Yeah. Multiple
early
attacks
on.
too.
Yeah.
I think I want a more direct way of being able to place where your Pokemon is.
Oh yeah.
That was something that was a big problem.
It's still frustrating.
Yeah.
If you're attacking a Pokemon and you have I'm just going to say a mailbox in between your Pokemon and their Pokemon is not smart enough to move around the mailbox before it attacks.
Yeah.
It's going to hit the mailbox and do nothing at all.
Well, and it, like a move will be announced because the enemy that you're fighting or the Pokemon that you're fighting has the move announced above its head. So I'll think like, oh, I need to run away. Come on, let's run away. And my Pokemon will like chill for a moment and then be like, oh, my guy's gone, and then come after me, and so he'll still end up getting hit.
There's also, I feel like I was shiny hunting yesterday, which means I was running around in a circle for a long time. And I was using my Starmie because I was trying to level it up a little bit more. But I ended up switching it to my Garchomp because Garchomp could keep up. And even when it couldn't keep up, it would like, when I went to attack, it would like appear like I threw it out of the Pokeball fresh. And Starmie never did that. Starmie was like, oh, let me get to you. And I'm like, girl, I'm up here. Like, where are you? So that's kind of clunky, I guess, too. But it does feel nice to just run around with your Pokemon and like move like how they move in the anime.
Yeah.
Like
That is true. There's a little bit
Fluid.
of an anime feel to it.
Yeah.
I love that you're able to actually have your Pokemon follow behind you
Yeah.
outside of battle.
Yeah.
That was something that was absent from Legends Arceus. Something I'm not a fan of is that you can't have all of your Pokemon out all at once.
Yeah.
Legends Arceus did allow that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sit on the bench, but you can't do anything on the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Except
Yeah.
to sit there and watch them
Yeah.
sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, something that Arceus had and that X and Y had, which has made a massive comeback in this game, is fashion.
Yes.
How are y'all? I know
Love.
one of you has basically bought out the entire city.
No, I just bought the most expensive things. I actually don't think I like the clothes.
You don't?
What?
Oh, I love so many of the outfits.
I wish there was.
There are good ones,
Yeah.
but I feel like X and Y offered a lot more in terms of just like designs. Like I want a shirt with a Pikachu on it. There are characters, there are NPCs that have Pikachu shirts,
Oh,
and you can't buy them.
Yeah, you should be able to buy if an NPC has an outfit, you should be able to buy it at a store.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean I've loved it so far. I did not love. There is an opportunity to have, I guess, an up and coming fashion designer make you over. And I did not
Yeah.
love her choices. She gave me like a weird Slurpuff romper.
It's a little rough when
Yeah.
she decides.
I mean, I left it alone. I respected her art.
She rolls a dice every time.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She's like, I don't know. You look like you're a Slurpuff girl.
I do wish there was more of a mechanic with her, because like I wish that if you did wear it around all day, you'd start seeing NPCs wearing that outfit. That would be kind of fun.
Kind of like a Mabel.
Yeah,
Like the Able sisters. Yeah, that's true. I do love that we can have fashion though. Like I felt like it was very limited in Legends, and I really didn't like the uniforms in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
So there was that too. So I'm grateful that we have something, but it could be better.
Yeah. What has been your favorite part of the game? So I'll give you an example. Is especially, and I said this a lot during my initial stream of the game, was I just enjoy running around in like, and I really enjoyed seeing the people. Like it very much felt like a representation of like every Pokemon is somebody's favorite Pokemon, because like there were people with Garbodor and Trubbish, and there were people with Charizard, obviously, but there were people with Honedge, and there were people with Roserade, and there were people with just all of them, like any
Yeah.
Pokemon you can imagine. People were walking around with them.
Yeah, I think I like running around, and I like just being able to experience the city, I guess, because in Scarlet and Violet you walk into a store and it goes to like a menu.
Yeah.
And like now it's like there's a little bit of that for like the clothing for sure, but like you can walk into like a cafe and like I don't know, it feels more alive somehow. It feels
Yeah.
more real.
Yeah.
All the clothing stores have like their own individual shopping center.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're all unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they fit well with the area that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like different areas have a different vibe of clothing, which is cool.
And I've also enjoyed like the mega battles, I guess, like the where you battle the mega Pokemon,
Yeah.
like Mega Absol.
Yeah, yeah. And those are totally different experiences from the regular battles. Even eventually you battle, like the Mega Absol type of battle is like almost like a mini boss,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
It's very much like the what were they called in Arceus? The noble Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It did
Ex-
feel like that.
Except Arceus was, if
Because
I'm
you started with your character throwing the bags,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
would battle them, but the
This
whole
is like-
time you have your Pokemon out.
Yeah, and that's fun, and I like the mechanic of they teach it with you with Lucario, but I like that like you have to battle them and be doing damage to knock Mega Energy orbs out of them to then get your Mega Energy up so that you can Mega Evolve,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is really cool. I will say the Absol fight I think is probably the weakest in terms of
Yeah, I don't think it shows Mega Absol's personality.
No, yeah,
No.
yeah, like all
It's
the other
very
ones.
tutorial.
Yeah, all the other ones
feeling.
that you
And you're forced to use Lucario.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Which is Lucario? Is Absol even weak to anything that Lucario has? Is Dark weak to steel or fighting?
No.
I think it's just
Yeah,
giving you
Oh,
a
wait,
strong
wait, wait.
Pokemon against a strong Pokemon.
Dark is weak to fighting.
Dark is weak to
Oh,
fighting.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it is. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's such a weird one, too.
Okay, end the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh,
Huh?
End the podcast.
End the
We're not.
we're
Esther.
resigning.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know anything.
No, but yeah, like it does lose a little bit of its personality because of the fact that you can't go into the battle choosing to use a particular Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or
It's just to show you what the mechanics are going to be. It's very
Yeah.
tutorial. It's very like this is the battle that is going to teach you how to fight the rest of the megas that you'll encounter.
Yeah.
And you just do that. I will say, because I did since this isn't like story, I did some of the rank battling yesterday for the first time to get the
Greninjaite,
I'm not going to say the ites. The Greninja, the
Megastone,
Braixen, and the
Greninja,
other one?
Delphox, and
Delphox, not
Chestnut.
Braixen, and Chestnut to get the Mega Stones. And those battles do not make sense, but it does seem like they're still kind of forgiving with the like points that they give you. So like,
Yeah.
I described it to some people as like Super Smash Brothers chaos.
it feels like, or like Pokemon Unite. It was Pokemon Unite like that for you guys? I didn't play.
Pokemon
No.
Unite is no, it's totally
Okay,
different.
so Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt. A guy tried. I think you even expressed like I just thought it was weird because it looks like someone could change their Pokemon out like 5 times, but I only got one in.
Yeah,
Like that, the timing of it is strange.
I'm sure if I could sit down and read a rule book for like what is allowed, what each of the little pickups do, and some of them are kind of obvious. Like I'm pretty sure the red one makes your Pokemon attack stronger. The
Yeah.
blue one probably raises your defenses. But like there seemed to be weird limits around like how many times you could switch out your Pokemon of your 3, and then like the thing that really frustrated me was what you were saying, Bex, is that like I felt it really often felt like I could make my switch one time and then that was it. I was stuck with that Pokemon, whereas the other people that I were fighting could sit there and switch and switch and switch, and so I'd have to go through all 3 of their Pokemon just to get a knockout.
And you like run up to a Pokemon. By the time you get there, they've switched it to something stronger.
else. Yeah. So it that part I don't understand how that works, but
Yeah, for sure.
the side quests, Emma gets to introduce the side quests, which I
love those.
I really love the side quests a lot as well. The weakest part of this game is its tutorial. The fact that
There's so much text.
There's so much text, and also they really hamper you on where you can go. And then up until as soon as the world opened up, I was like, finally, now I can enjoy this game. But up until you get to Emma and unlock side quest potential, you are just invisible walled in to like, no matter, you cannot even go a step out, or Tawny, or what's the other character? Urbane will be like, nope, we're going this way. And it's like, oh my gosh, please. But the side quests are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They were my favorite part of Arceus. We did get a comment, which I'm going to paraphrase it. I'll properly read it when I read the listener feedback version of it in a future standard episode. But the person was like, I wish that it checklisted the Pokedex research like it does in Arceus. And I was like, I honestly would love that too. Like that's something I miss from Arceus that we don't really have, like the format that it's in.
Yeah, there really isn't like research like Arceus had.
Right.
No, yeah, it's more just like catch this type of Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't
bunch.
once looked at the research to see, like I've just been
What you
getting
need to
the.
do.
I mean, like Mabel gives you like kind of a checklist, but I think you could argue it works because with Arceus you were literally building the Pokedex from scratch.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. And whereas here you have the Pokedex. I do feel silly though. I don't know, Aaron. I don't know if Galutrad told you, but I was convinced that Arceus was in the past, like the far past, that this was in the far future. And he was like, it's not. And I was like, no, it totally is. And he was like, it isn't.
Yeah, this is only,
only
5
years.
Right.
5 years.
And I was like, yeah, it's like 1,000 years in the future. He's like, no, it's not. It's like, oh.
You could say it's present day, but 5 years from the point of when X and Y took
Right.
place.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the windows?
The windows.
Well,
What are you talking about?
there's some complaints online that
Okay.
graphics are a huge issue for this game.
Oh.
Specifically that the windows have like window seals or they don't have texture. It's a flat image with like stuff that looks like it should be textured and be polygonal and out. And if I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but if that's your level of what's required for a game to be good, then maybe gaming it just isn't your hobby.
And if you're playing Pokemon for the graphics at this point, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't get me wrong.
It's getting slowly better every game.
Don't get me wrong. It's 2025. There should be voice acting in this game. But the fact that there is not, while I do think is a huge miss of an opportunity, does not ruin the game for me in any way.
Yeah, I still played it for 100 hours, and I'm still playing it.
Yeah.
There's still a lot that I would like to do with the game. Sure, there are things I'm disappointed with.
Yeah.
But I love Pokemon. I have dedicated so much time to the franchise and money.
Yeah.
I think it's too late for me to just throw it all away.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say that, if you truly just aren't interested in this game, that's fine.
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
Yeah,
totally. But don't go around hampering other people's enjoyment of the game just because you don't get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I have been, unfortunately, I wouldn't say bullied, but like people will come into specifically like my TikTok chats when I have been live, and mostly negative, just asking first if I like the game, and then they'll say something about the windows or that it's just not a good game. But 99% of the time, these people did not play the game.
Yeah.
So they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I think people are for sure allowed to decide the game is not for them. They're for sure allowed to play the game and decide they don't enjoy it, if that's like really that they don't. But let people like things.
Yeah.
Like
even if you don't play it, and you're like, no, you know what? I've seen a review. What I've seen other people play it. It's not for me.
Right.
Then just stop interacting with it. That's totally fine.
And I think it'd be nice if that mentality could be spread to other fandoms as well. Like it's like just let people like what they like.
Yeah.
Well, we all like it.
We do. And we have complaints with it, as we've shared.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we think it's awful.
I have no complaints. No
notes. It's fantastic.
It's perfect.
My one major complaint is that I still don't have Mega Raichu in my hands. I have to wait.
And you won't for a couple months. Yeah. I agree.
But it'll be fun to come back to it. If I'm not still playing it at that time, I probably will.
I wonder how big this DLC is going to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
This will be a first, because they did free DLC, but they didn't, like, this sounds like story.
Yeah, I don't think I would count what Arceus did. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, is like they did
Yeah.
DLC in the terms of like
With quotes.
they added in things afterwards, but they wasn't like, I wouldn't call it DLC. I would call it updates.
Post-game updates.
Post-game
or something.
updates. But this feels like, it sounds like it's going to be like a full package, like story type of thing.
And who cares, because we get Mega Raichu. It looks so cute.
2 of them
Yeah. True.
on the same ground as Charizard and Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
As like a closing thought for myself is, I think what I would say is if you are on the fence about this game and you end up getting it, at least get yourself to the point where you can run around the map freely.
Yeah.
Before you, because I'm pretty sure you can find evidence of this on the stream, you can check out our VOD on YouTube, but like, I was so frustrated early on with not being able to run around. I was really scared it was going to be like that the whole time until like way, way, way later in the game. But they give you full access fairly quickly if you push through the story. So that would be my one recommendation.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Like, just push through the tutorial. I think it might be longer than Sun and Moon tutorial, because I had to pause it, I think 3 times and stop looking at it and do other stuff. But it's just a fun game. Like, if you can get over the windows and get used to the controls, like where you feel more confident running around and throwing your Pokemon at things. Like, I think
despite the windows, there are still like incredible amounts of detail in the buildings. Well, maybe not the buildings, but
the area.
Yeah. Like, there are pumpkaboo lampposts. All of the manholes have a different Pokemon. Well, there's 5 different manholes or something.
See, I didn't even notice that.
Covers.
But that's really cool. Yeah. The like different fountains that have different Pokemon in them. The
just the scenery in general. Like the Lumio City is
beautiful.
It's got a good mix of like garden-esque areas and urban development areas.
Yeah.
And wild zones.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I wanted to talk about. Do y'all like the wild zones compared to just like find, because you totally can still just find Pokemon outside of the wild zones.
You can. I do, at least at my point in the game, which I know I'm not as far as either of you are. I do feel like it's still kind of sparing, like the Pokemon you find, and it's like redundant. A lot of the Pokemon you find, like outside of the wild zones. I don't think the wild zones are my favorite, but I also I don't know what else they would have done to make it work in a city. Like, they can't just have an alpha whatever attacking people at a supermarket. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's kind of just thrown in, but it does make sense in terms of the urban redevelopment story.
Yeah.
I wish we could go outside of Lumio City.
Yeah. Like we're gonna go to, like, France has lavender fields. Like, we're gonna go to the lavender fields and look for these random grass Pokemon.
Yeah.
And
I mean, even if there isn't like an opportunity for us to visit a different city in Kalos, just like the surrounding areas outside of Lumio.
Like isn't it just called the wild area?
No,
and
that's
like
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield, that's what I mean. Like a wild area would be nice.
Oh, like if that's what they did, like if they took the map and just called it the wild area.
Yeah, because there are like different gates all around Lumio City, so I feel like we could have
opened those and go. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe that's something that the DLC does.
Maybe.
You never know. Either way, loving the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely enjoying it. Can't get enough of it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It is. I am a mega fan.
Mega absolutely fan.
Terrible. Well, we hope that you all have enjoyed this quick bonus episode. If you would like to share your feedback, you can share that at any of our socials. We're at Another PKMN Pod, and then also at anotherpokemonpodcast.com. You can email us at anotherpokemonpodcast@gmail.com, wherever you can find us. This is a taste. We are going to share this with outside of Patreon people, so that they can get a taste of what content the Patreon folks are receiving at the Ace Trainer level. So obviously, patrons, you know where to find us. You can just comment on this episode. Aaron, if they want to check out your awesome content or want to share some of their thoughts on ZA, hopefully positive ones, where can they find you?
Yeah, if you want to hear and see more from me, and you can find me not everywhere, but Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, kind of everywhere, but not everywhere. At Aaron Damigos, AARONDAMIGOS. I'll be releasing some more long-form content in the near future over on YouTube specifically. I primarily have done short-form stuff, but I talk a lot about Pokemon too. So if you want to hear my perspective on things, I'm a good person, I promise.
Yeah, Aaron has a lot of knowledge to share, so definitely worth checking him out. Also, look forward to hearing Aaron again in an upcoming future regular episode of Another Pokemon Podcast.
But until then, get out.
Get out. Aaron, say get out.
Get out.